Since the dawn of man, there's been a story replayed over and over again. A story between man and beast, knowledge versus instinct, wits versus senses. And while all of this takes place in a sacred dance between man and beast, another dance is taking place simultaneously, taking us in another direction, away from nature.
And it's a disrespectful way of treating an animal, and it's unnecessary. I mean, we're not living in the pioneer times where, for some reason, people were sustaining themselves.
A lot of people think bear hunters are these bloodthirsty trophy hunters who only want a rug on the wall. That's not the case, not with us. And people just now are starting to get away from that. And they think that it's unnatural and strange and no longer socially acceptable to hunt. And that's not the case at all. Like, it's just in the last 100 years that we've gotten away from hunting.
It's not just chop its head off and leave the body out there for the coyotes. It's almost always consumed.
Modern society has begun to separate itself from this way of life as progress pulls people further away from the reality of the circle of life and what that means as human beings. We are being told that hunting is no longer a necessity, that it is no longer socially acceptable to continue a pastime that has been handed down generations. All of this is happening as we watch society crumble and morals decay in the name of progress. Man seems to have forgot its place on the landscape and placed itself on a pedestal above nature, above its place within the circle. The reality is this: all creatures play a role in nature, and man is no different. But our job is more complicated than that. We must be keeper of the land and manage all species to keep a fair and healthy balance, including predators. And while it may be few, there are still some women and men out there who are answering the call and pursuing wild beasts. People who know that in death, there is life. Join us now for the adventure as we dive into a bear hunter's life.
People have a bad perspective of predator hunting because for some reason predators are put higher on a pedestal over other animals. Well, when I first started bear hunting, I bear hunted because it was just another form of hunting. And at that time, that's all I wanted to do was hunt. And now I look at bear hunting different than I look at everything else because it's a whole different experience. My name is James Forsland, and I am a husband, I am a dad, I am a hunter, I am a blue-collared, hardworking guy. They're so faded they almost look white.
Only if you're trying to hide from girls. Some more elk steaks and some bear burger. This is just to carry it down to the fridge. Put it in the fridge. We'll carry this down to the trailer and pack that. Oh my gosh.
I've been spoiled hunting with Kris for too long. I had a camper once before, but it was too big and too hard to get around. And then after staying with Kris and his a couple times on the last couple hunts, I realized, you know what, it's pretty damn nice staying in a trailer versus throwing up a tent and having to stock a wood stove all night.
This is my life. I'm a business owner multiple times over, and I'm a husband and a father, and obviously a bear hunter. I hunt a lot, and being a provider is important to me, so having this meat for my family and my friends as well is a really good feeling. And I think that if you've never done it, it's not easy too. That's one of the things is like there's being comfortable in life. If you live your whole life in that comfort zone, nothing great has ever come from the comfort zone. So going out, taking something's life, it's very, very hard. And I think using everything, I'm not saying that I'm justifying it just because I eat the meat. I think there's, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff that goes into that. It's very multifaceted, but this is a big part of it. And I think if I couldn't eat meat, it would really, really suck, because this is a huge bonus of being out in the woods.
In our house, we pretty much try to get as much local produce as we can, as much local seafood as we can, as much wild game as we can, without having to subsidize much grocery food. We don't eat a ton of processed foods, and it's just healthier that way. And that's how we choose to live our lifestyle. And I try to teach that to my kids and teach them to be healthy. I mean, my kids pretty much grew up from the time they were babies eating venison and steak and hamburgers and stuff from deer and elk and bear. And so it's really important to our family that we continue that lifestyle to stay healthy. This is rendered bear fat, and I usually keep it in the refrigerator so it stays fresh all the time, but I usually cook with it instead of butter.
That's brain.
Rendered bear fat tastes better, and it's more healthy for you, and it has medicinal purposes as well.
And salt.
What did you say?
Noise is pee salt.
No, it's not pee. It's water from me when I went to the barn the other day.
Oh, good for you.
You got that one?
Yes.
Here, this one has a handle. Check that one.
Okay, Ludas. This one, I guess, is Ludas. What?
Bend over here a little bit more. Come here, Luna.
Wait, that's not Ludas.
Luna. So, the perception that a lot of people have of hunters is that we're just a bunch of bloodthirsty killers out there, and that's really not the reality. The reality is that most hunters care really deeply about animals, and just because we go out and we kill an animal doesn't mean that we don't have respect for that animal and for life in general. I mean, most hunters have a pretty good understanding of life and death and what that means.
Let's see. Look at her hooves. She needs to get new shoes
Can I
on.
clean feet, Dad?
You want to try?
Can I clean that one?
You want to do it on your own, or you want me to
I'll
just
do it
hold
on
it?
my own.
There's nothing more natural, in my opinion, in your DNA than hunting or fishing or gathering. Like, it's built into our DNA. There's a side, whether it's suppressed or not. A lot of people can't feel that because it's been so suppressed for so many generations. But for the ones that have had it passed down, or the ones that just feel that draw to it, it is like a gravitational pull. Here we go. We got our Montana tag. We're legal.
Got information, and I can use that. Probably not. Bear hunting actually has become probably the biggest part of my business, and I really enjoy bears. I think they're a beautiful animal and very underappreciated a lot of times. Through COVID, actually came out on the other side, and the business boomed. It was very well received. That was about the time we got on Instagram. We got a lot of support once we got that done. Like Clay Newcomb, a good friend of mine, was very supportive. Got us in Bear Hunting magazine, introduced us to the Meat Eater guys, and they've been very supportive. It's been very well received. And honestly, most of our success for bears and how it influenced our business was just from people that were very, very kind to us and gave us a chance. It wasn't that we were better than other guys. It was just that they took notice and they supported us when they didn't have to.
Tag out right off the bat. I might just buy an Idaho tag too, and then just pop over to the Idaho side and shoot a bear over there.
Oh yeah.
Because
There's a ton of ground over there.
yeah, and I can get 2 tags.
Yeah, for like $90.
Yeah, it's like ridiculously cheap.
for 2 tags.
Yeah, so we might do that. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I do that every time. I'm like, oh, I'll take it out first, and then I'll do this. And it's like, yeah.
Let's just focus on.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, all right. We just had to make a quick stop and drop off some stuff I had in my freezer to John at Hayes Taxidermy here, and now we're gonna go head out and get to camp spot. It'd be nice if there was enough time for a quick evening hunt, but I doubt that'll happen. If it is, it's gonna be something close by.
What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to
Another year.
Welcome to the film.
John and them skinning bears in the shop.
He was done when we got there. It was all cleaned up.
I seen that all the rigs were still there when I was coming into town.
Oh, really?
I could see it from. I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna try to get out at least a couple days with you guys while I'm here. I got new baby that just got here and back to work soon, but I'll try and get a couple days in with you guys. Give him nuts. Good job.
Nice.
Good job. You better give T some nuts too. He gave you a cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, well, get a hold of me because I'll probably be back. Like I said, we'll probably get into town like at 5 or 6 tomorrow, so I'm guessing you guys will probably be gone.
Yeah, we'll be hitting it early. It's gonna be warm tomorrow, so we'll try to get out and get them before it gets too hot.
Yeah, and then like I said, by the time we roll around about evening. Or give them the thumbs up.
Yeah. I'll send
All
you
right.
a picture tomorrow morning of a dead boy.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
All right,
I'll,
we'll see you guys.
Like I said, shoot me a text. We'll try just to get a game plan coordinated. We'd
Okay.
probably like to go Friday if everything works out good on our end, and then.
This is probably the real OG film for bear hunting that I used to watch a lot when I was younger. This is part of the reason why I got into bear hunting was this guy right here, Mr. Jim Shockey. And we're gonna watch Jim Shockey's stalking aggressive black bears. Vancouver Island, spot and stalk, black bear hunting. And yeah, the cinematics were a little bit behind their times, but this stuff is gold. So you have to watch it. Well, me and T had just got to camp, got set up. It was the first night. Had the trailer set up, and the big, huge lightning storm rolled through in the middle of the night and lasted till morning, and it was loud and it was crazy. The lightning was striking trees right by the camper. You could hear the crack of the lightning splitting trees. Feeling good. Getting up here at the crack of dawn. We're about 45 minutes behind where we wanted to be, but that's okay. Took us a bit to get ready this morning, but we're gonna head down to a spot that we're familiar with, and we're gonna see if we can't turn up a bear right off the bat. You can go out and you can hike and you can get into the backcountry, or you can go to an alpine lake, or you can even, go camp out and backpack for 2 or 3 days. But you will never get that close to nature until you are immersing yourself so deeply that you are with the animals, you're pursuing animals, you're in a primal mindset, and that's what the mission is. It just feels good to be up in the mountains right now. It's quiet, peaceful. There's a little bit of a haze in the air from some smoke from Canada, but we can still see pretty good. It just feels good to be out for the first time this year hunting. It's the most intimate experience with nature that I can say for fact. We've been glassing here for about, 30 minutes. And as you can see behind me, these clouds have rolled in. And we are getting completely socked in up up here we can't see anything. So we're gonna move back down and see if it's clear down below the cloud line. Well, we decided to take a quick little break to adjust our backs, and I looked ahead of me and there was a skunk coming off the side of the road like 10 feet from me, and I was like, D, hurry up, get your camera ready, there's a skunk right here. Looks like it got pounded by rain last night, so it's at least a day or two old, but that means that there's a bear that's been working this road. So hopefully he'll still be on it. That big bear that I missed was standing right there, and I was way down the road. And then he walked out of my life down there. It's finally started, the fog is lifted and it's finally clear now. So we can actually see what we're looking at here. Well, we're gonna go check out some new country. This looked pretty good on Onyx. So we're gonna go hike in here about 2 miles to this open area, and maybe we'll catch a bear in between. I'm gonna go do some glassing, and you never know. Maybe there'll be a bear, maybe there'll be none. Well, we hiked in a couple miles into this new spot to check it out. More than anything, we just wanted to look at it. And it looks really, really good. I mean, there's a lot of green up here. It's a little warm right now. We definitely got in here way too late. All right, so it's day 2 of our hunt here. It's about 6 a.m. We got a little bit later of a start than we wanted, but better than yesterday. So we only had about 2.5 hours of sleep last night. And now we're gonna hike in about another 5 miles, and hopefully we'll find a bear. I don't know, 2 miles in maybe. Just hit some really fresh sign from today. So this is what this bear looks like. This is from probably this morning. So we're gonna keep creeping down this road and hopefully we bump into this bear. It looks like it's probably a decent bear. I didn't see it move. I didn't see what happened after the shot though. We get up to this corner and T was like, I gotta take a piss real quick. Of course, right? And I come around, I just walk up to this edge and I see some black and I go, man, that looks like a bear. Put my binoculars on it real quick and that's a bear. So I started immediately getting the camera ready because T was over taking a piss. My bipod was like halfway out and I went to push it in and it went thunk. And the bear raised his head and looked down at me. I was like, ah, crap, better hurry before he blows out. So, didn't waste any time. Shot, didn't see anything. Couldn't see him run, couldn't see him, didn't hear anything, just nothing. When I looked up after the shot, he was completely gone. I think he must have just folded. So, that was kind of crazy. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got, D.
Hey, James.
Hey. How's it going?
We're just in bed.
Oh, that's right. Is the time difference different?
6:45.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys are sleeping, then I won't bother you.
It's okay.
I was just gonna tell Dad that I got my bear in Montana.
You hear that? Oh, you did?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I just shot him. I haven't even put hands on him yet.
Is it a nice one?
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yep.
Good.
Yep. I didn't mean to wake you guys up. I forgot about the time difference. It's like 7:45 here.
Yeah. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yep. We were hiking in here and we got all set up and I just shot him, so I'm gonna go hike up to him now. I just wanted to call you and let you know.
Okay, man.
I'll send you some pictures here in a bit, okay, Dad?
I'll get some good pictures.
All right. I will. Love ya.
Okay. Love you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Jen.
Bye. So nice boar. Oh man, look at that shot. Right through and through, huh? Oh man, that looks like he's got an injury right here. Looks like he's been doing something, probably fighting for breeding season. He's not an absolute smasher like giant bear, but he's a nice boar. I'd say probably 4 years old, maybe 5. And he's got some great hair on him. Should be some good eating. It's crazy. I mean, this spot is a spot that we went and hunted last year, and we had some bad luck up here and had some misses, and this is kind of like a redemption. It's finally come full circle, and now we have a bear to show for it. So my Montana tag is filled, and I couldn't be happier. I'm totally stoked. Talk about a cool moment, just a cool experience in general. Just totally awesome. Wound he had rubbed all over because he'd probably be irritating the shit out of it. It's all rubbed. There's kind of like a unwritten code amongst each other. Like if you have a buddy who has an animal down and he needs help, it's kind of like an unwritten code to go drop what you're doing and go help him out if you can. There's no other sport, no other activity, no other really anything that I can think of where the same rules apply. And the hunting community is so tight knit and the morals are so high usually that it just makes sense, and it's just different than anything else really. I've been in the same situation where the whole community comes together of hunters to help out with something. Like, for example, when we were doing that cat hunt up in the north part of the state here in Montana, the whole cat hunting community kind of got together to try to make that a success. It's just a really cool thing because you don't see that a lot anymore in this day and age. You don't see that tight-knit sense of community. Really excited just to go see some new area, try out some new spots, and hopefully we'll get a second bear on this trip. just because you get a patch of success early on one place doesn't mean it's going to happen like that every time. So you got to kind of expect it to be hard every time, and when it goes easy, great. But when it is hard, you just got to embrace the suck and keep grinding it out. We're on our first evening here, so I'm not expecting to get a bear tonight, but if I did, that would be awesome. But just because you had early success one time doesn't mean it's going to happen like that all the time. Fresh water, mountain spring water. We've been driving around all day and probably covered about, 60 miles up here. Not seeing one soul. And then the second that I think about hiking into an area, this happens. And now I just heard a gunshot. And now I don't know what he's gonna do. Since this person was here last, and it's all flat. This is pretty awesome, rugged country. Gorgeous, steep, but there's no bears, so we're gonna move on. Okay, so we just got to a new area here, and we are literally up at the top of the world. As you can see, the road is completely snow drifted in. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here for a long time. And the glacier lilies are starting to come up, and they are shooting up everywhere. So that's why we're coming up here, and we're trying to get away from all the stuff going on down below, and hopefully we're gonna find a big bear up here. Stuff about it, but as far as I can make out, this is a parachute with something in a balloon tied to the bottom. I've never seen it before, so either way it's trash, so we're gonna pick it up in the middle of nowhere right now. There's no trash, but weirdest thing. Well, we spotted a bear from way up on top, way down in one of these clear cuts. Go through here. Looks like a good bear, and the only way to get down to it would be to just rally down there and hope he doesn't spook and hear us coming and try to stalk on him. It's too far to drop down without driving down. If we drive down, he's just going to run off. This way a little ways. Well, we hunted our butts off for the last 3 days. Went everywhere we could think of. We hit them high, we hit them low, we hit them in between. We just searched, we scrounged, and after all that, we were able to finally turn up one bear today at the end of the night. And we couldn't close the gap before it got dark. So it was on this clear cut over here. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes hunts don't go as planned, and we had a great time. Got to see some beautiful country. Got a little bit of a humble pie experience. Like, it's good to have that every once in a while. So I'm overall happy with the hunt, and I think that we'll get them next time. It was a good trip, really fun. Had a great time. Filled one of my 2 tags. So I'm pretty happy with it. Had a good time. I feel recharged, and that's all that matters. And that's a wrap for us, folks. We're heading home. Hopefully, Kris is having some good luck in Alberta.
Good job, hon. Yeah, she's doing a good job. Piano's playing grandma's piano, huh? I'm gonna go out and I'll get a bunch of work done for tea, okay? Hey, I love you very much. Have a good day. So, let me check my Google Calendar here, because that's what runs my life. We got up at 5, we worked out, got cleaned up, took the kiddo to the bus stop. We took a few real estate calls already. We're going to finish some real estate stuff, and then we're going to load up a couple more guns, and then we're going to head down to a private range, and we're going to shoot our guns. We have some customer guns we're going to shoot, and then grab a sign real quick. Come on out to the other shop. I guess I could take you the scenic way, huh? All right, well, we are out in my gun shop. And people say, Kris, I thought you were a bear country outdoors guy. I do that too. And then they'll say, Kris, I thought you were a real estate guy. And I do many things in the real estate world as well. But 12 and a half years ago, I decided I wanted to build long-range rifles. And I am not a classically trained machinist. And but I'm awful stubborn, and my dad raised me on a job site. He was a GC general contractor, and I'm just I was taught just to figure things out. You know why you're gonna like this? Glock mag, 9mm. What? Now you can really give something glaucoma. So, at the gun shop, whenever we build a gun, we obviously test fire it and shoot it, and then a lot of guys will do load development. Like for instance, this is a customer's gun. So the 300 Ultra Mag we just built. I'm thinking about going and shoot some bears with it. I think it's pretty capable, so we're gonna shoot this today. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's a hard load. That's not a good sign. I shoved my teeth. Well, this is a double barrel. It's a 470 Nitro Express. But it's chambered in. I haven't shot it before. We're shooting Hornady Dangerous Game. These are 500 grainers, and I got a feeling it's gonna be a little snappy. So we're gonna see how she does. I want to go shoot a bear with it, so I just got to make sure that I can hit on target. So come along with me. Just doing some packing, going on a trip. I feel like I'm behind. I'm way behind. But life, kids, work. That's what you do when you are a business owner as well, because James runs a very successful business. And when you have a bunch of people you got to line out and things you got to do, and customers and clients that rely on you, yeah, you gotta get all that crap taken care of. I don't know, it's gonna be weird. I'm kind of a stubborn do-it-yourself kind of guy, as you can see with most of this stuff, and I'm excited though. I think it's gonna be good. You know, I've never experienced this before, so you know, at the ripe age of 29 that I am, I'm excited about it. So it's gonna be fun. You know, it's like we got wall tents set up already. There's gonna be a cook shack. There's a bunch of stuff. Like usually I go and put the tent in, and I gotta find the spot, and I gotta, you know, and then we scout and we do all this stuff, and there's like, it's gonna be weird. I'm trying to figure out like how much processing and stuff I'm gonna be doing, you know, like I've never been there, and usually I'm the guy who like skins and break down the quarters and debones and all that. So I'm gonna bring my knives and my pack and stuff like that. But you know, like, do I need my plumb vest? I don't know. Maybe. Usually this is super heavy, and I wouldn't pack this because I got 2 ultralight knives. I got like a Montana knife, company knife, which is, and then I also have like a Havalon that I use. But he also gave me this. And if you could see, it's covered in junk, but it says, "Happy 40th, son. Love, Dad." And he got me classic dad stuff. Look, got my initials on it and everything. Good old buck knife. You know, the old fun tickets from the bank account. Not that big of a deal if you get to go spend some quality time with your dad. Because, I mean, I'm 43 and I got buddies who you know, they don't have dads right now. You know, they've kicked off, you know, so. I got some more tripods too. We can throw in the big cooler. Okay. I think if I got those tripods, I can put those in the bottom here. Let's go. Well, here we are in Valemount, Canada. Are we in Canada? We've been in the truck so long. My legs hurt, my butt hurts, but I'm gonna say we're probably halfway there.
I've never really gone just bear hunting. I've always just piggybacked it off all my deer trips, focused on deer. According to my dreams I've been having for the last 2 weeks, we're all going to harvest 200-300 pounders, is what I'm hoping for.
I'm Brent Thiel. I am a friend of Kris and Ron's and Leon's. I worked with Chris's wife Dawn at the Everett Clinic for years. Gone on several hunts with them to Montana and Alaska, and looking forward to bear hunting, hopefully to get a nice bruin. Had some bad luck with bears lately, so I'm hoping to change my luck. Missed a big one up on Prince of Wales last year, and then I missed a big one over in Leavenworth area. So looking forward to the time with the guys and hopefully get some bear on the ground.
And I am Ron Cantrell, better known as Chris's dad or Papa Ron. And I know Brent, and I never met this guy Leon, but he's driving, so I guess I know him now. And I've hunted bears for years. I've only got a couple, but the one I cherish the most is the one I got at Prince Wales Island with my son Kris 2 years ago. That was a real cherry on the block, and really enjoyed that hunt. But hope to get the big one this year with all the guys, and I hope all of us get it at the same time.
That's a truck right there. It's where we're at. Let's play a game called Where Are We At? We're right there. Well, we're having breakfast in Fort Saskatchewan. We're going to head out. So we're getting our high quality hotel meats in our body. And we're going to head north by about 4 hours. We're meeting up with Matt. He just flew into Fort McMurray. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a good day. I think we're going to be able to hunt tonight. So we'll see. But we're going to have 5 hunters in camp. And then we're meeting two guys that I know from work. So it's going to be a good time. So looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Day 2. These iPhones don't like the Google.
Normally you're the driver. I wasn't expecting a white truck.
I just woke up from a nap. It's freaking beautiful out though. It's really nice here. Just meeting everybody. We got 200 still behind us, so we're gonna unload all of our stuff. We got a bunch of wall tents we're staying in, so we're gonna get all dialed in and get ready for the evening hunt. It's gonna be pretty exciting.
We're gonna be dancing. We got a front porch.
This is pure luxury right here. Brand new Walmart pillow. Brand new Walmart pillowcase.
We're uptown, man.
Whew. Pretty fancy. I think I gotta use these strong ass gunsmith fingers right there. This thing freaking buried it to the fletchings. It's pretty good. He's dialed. Aviation packs. I'm gonna grab some waters too, Dad. Yeah. Hats. About to stone cold these waters, baby. It's hot. I'm ready, dude.
21.
Look at this rig we got to ride in, huh?
First one I ever had for this. Nice.
Hi, Ron. How you feel to be the
Hey
first
man,
one?
I'm excited. Going on this big bear hunt with my son, all the other guys, and looking forward to seeing something out in the woods today. So first day, and be my first animal, my crossbow. So all excited about it all.
I think I'm a little worried about him being out there by himself without the cameraman and myself, because my dad has this problem, and I hope that a little bear doesn't come in and he lets a rip in the first 5 minutes. But if he does, you can always get a second bear. So, you know, it's going to be a great time though.
I'm feeling pretty good. Got the crossbow all dialed in. We're just waiting for the bears to come in and Kris to show up. So we'll be the blind will all be ready to go and set up. So let's just hope the big ones come in tonight. Looking forward to it.
My head is bolted to my neck, so I don't bend very well. There's no bears yet. So we're just waiting. It's the waiting game. We're trying to be still and not make a lot of noise, so the bears will come in. That's about it. And we gotta pee in water bottles, so we don't stink up the joint. Did I just do that? Holy shit. You bumped him right in the chest. You bumped him right in the chest.
Good hit on him. 20, not even 20 yards.
Yeah, like
drilled him right. I mean, that's just a perfect scenario. Stood up right.
Just stood up, gave you a great shot. That was awesome. He lit it, we lit it. Me and my pops were like, oh, it'd be perfect if he stood up and he had a blaze and I could put it right on his blaze. And literally a bear shows up with the blaze after he came in. He clicked his safety off and it was loud in the bear as it took off, and he looped around, came back in, knew we were here. So he came even closer and then just stood up like this. And my dad punched him right in the chest. I'm still shaking. I'm so excited. Let's see.
bear, man. We're gonna go pick her up this morning. Gave it time to lay down and expire, and it's time to pick him up. Is Ron Cantrell, better known as Papa Ron, and I've been hunting since I was 16 years old. And my son Kris, I got him into hunting when he was about 15, 16 years old, and then he met a guy named Travis, and that kind of brought him up over the edge. And now he lives to hunt, and I hunt to live. So I guess we're both in the same category, but it's brought both of us, father and son, a lot closer together. We've gone to Africa in '04, was our first trip together, and we really started to bond more as a father and son instead of me being the father that just told him what to do. And over the years, he's really grown, and now I ask him what to do when it comes to what, where, and when, what rifle, what ammo to use. That's his forte. So now we're not on equal terms. We're sort of father and son, but I'll tell you what, couldn't do without him, and I hope that he can't do without me. So it's really been a two-way street, and I just love hunting. I love especially hunting with my son, so it just makes everything that much more special.
Nothing but my knife in my hand.
There he is, buddies.
Made it happen.
That's right.
Got the job done.
Yeah, nice coat. Yeah. It'll be my first mount, full mount bear. Yeah, excited.
Dry mouth, in a water holes.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
Shrunk up a little bit overnight.
That could do some damage. Huh? Look at that.
What?
He's still alive.
Did we guys shoot?
Yeah, we heard the shot.
He was still alive?
And he came right at us. Shot him. Tussled with him a little bit.
Just tried to wrestle it.
You know.
That's a real man.
That's how you roll.
I'm so excited. I'm like the 12-year-old kid in the candy store, man. Yep, I'm excited about it. Beautiful coat, good hunt, good retrieval, exciting day. I told my son when we were heading here, I said I had a dream before we got into camp. I said I was going to have a bear stand up in front of me at 25 yards. I was going to drill it right there. And guess what happened? That bear stood up right in front of me, and at 15 yards I drilled that sucker right through the patch. So it's pretty exciting. Yep. So now they're all going to go out, and we're going to get another one down tonight, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
How does it feel to lose, guys?
I'm just really happy, just in case at Ron's age this is his last hunt.
I'll remember that.
If he keeps on talking shit, it will be his last hunt.
Well, second day. Here we go.
Here we go.
We're going to the. It's taking us to the good spot now with the big bears. Now that my dad shot a little one.
Yeah, that's the baby.
It's time to let the big dog eat. It looked. This thing looked a hell of a lot bigger before me and my dad got back here. Oh, I think it was awesome, and I'm stiff in the joints.
How about you? I'm the same boat, but stiffer in joints.
Well, T, here's the deal. We're in the super secret spot. Can't tell you. All we can tell you is that we're about to be very successful. It's going to be awesome. Our guide's got a little something. We're going to do some something. Let's go. What we're doing is this is the refill, and down at the bait, they set up a honey boil. So they got like a little can of sterno underneath the tin pot, and that honey's gonna, the bugs are out thick, the honey's gonna heat up, it's gonna start smoking, and the bears are gonna come in like crazy.
It's hammer time. I got 2 bullets, 2 bears. Fingers crossed. Get out of here. Get. What? We got a young little black bear. That big one might come in, so he's not getting too cocky here. So we got a young bear that's getting our honey pot over here, and I'm trying to get him to go away. And I need some more sticks to throw at him because I'm not going to shoot him. And he's not listening to me. And he's about to get off, but if he doesn't knock it off. We're going to sit here and pray that there's a big bear that's supposed to be coming in. That little bear ran off for a reason. He didn't care about us. So I'm hoping that the big bear just didn't wind us and then peaced out. So maybe he might come in. But we got a little less than 2 hours of shooting line left, so we're gonna sit here, be patient, be quiet, and hope for the best. See what happens. He's done. That happened really fast. That bear came crashing out of the woods, did not come in the bait, went through the timber, went out to this cut road, skipped the trail coming in. So I had my gun in the gun saddle, unscrewed it, swung around 180, freaking deer called him, and he stopped in the road, and I freaking hammered him with a 470 Nitro Express. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Let's go take a look. You guys stand behind me. That's where I shot him. Well, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I don't think I need the follow-up shot here, but this, check that out. Here's what I shot him with. I'm a little shaky. That's a 500 grain dangerous game round out of a 470 Nitro Express. Man, that happened fast. Whew, let's go put hands on this thing. Look at that. Well, I don't think he's the big one, but
He's done.
yeah. I don't think that's that big bear they had on camera, but it's not a bad one.
No. You shot him right where you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Jesus. You took everything out. You shot the shit out of him.
Well, we have a little bit. We got like an hour and change of hunting light left, so
Why don't you just leave him here?
I'm just gonna leave him here. I walk back here. My gun's unloaded. There's a freaking gigantic bear standing right here, and I dig through my pockets to pull a shell out, and I pull the flashlight out, which is the same size as my shells. It's freaking giant, an absolute giant, and I pulled up and I yanked the first trigger, and I only had one shell and the wrong barrel went off, went click, and I hurried and I pulled the second one, and I think I shot a little low. just got done shooting a bear like 5 minutes before. I didn't think anything was going to be here. I walk back and there's a gigantic bear standing there. And I go and pull the trigger, and it's the front trigger, which is the right barrel, and I put the bullet in the left barrel, so I gotta pull the back trigger. And so I go to pull the back trigger, and as soon as I start to come up, as soon as it touches black, I touch off. And I think I hit a little low. And so I hit the bear. He starts rolling around. I dig through my pockets. I find another round. I drop it in there, and I pull up, and I probably could have squeezed one off of the trees, and I didn't. And I should have just tried to squeeze. I mean, who cares, you know, like, I can hear him crash back there, but he could be dead right there. I don't know. And so the not knowing is absolutely killing me right now. So I really hope he's dead back there. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, which would be terrible because it'll wash away all the blood. So I'm hoping that the guide is on his way. The feeling in my stomach is freaking terrible right now. So I hope that he's just dead like 100 yards right there. He could be, or he could be, I don't know, but he is massive. So I should have squeezed that second round off. I should have had my gun loaded. I should have done all this stuff, but it happened the way it happened. And now hopefully it was a good shot. I mean, the bear I shot out there, I shot, it was a perfect broadside shot on that, though. On this one, he was quartering a little bit. Like I said, I think I was a little low. I don't know. Hopefully he's dead over there. It was 3 times the size of the bear I just shot. Massive, huge bear. So, we'll see. There's a hole in him. So there's definitely a hole in him. I mean, there's blood coming out of him. I just don't know. So we're gonna be good clients. We're gonna wait for the guide and a backup gun because that bear was huge and there's blood, but I don't know. It's always like the nerve-wracking part. When the critter's not like just dies right in the middle of the road like the bear I shot 20 minutes ago. Well, fingers crossed that he's just right over here dead. It's no big deal, and I'm making all this up, and yeah. Good blood going through there. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, I think so. See him moving? If he f***ing moves, you let him have it, dude. No, he's done. I don't see him breathing. Hey, thanks, buddy. Put me on a good one. Yeah, it was right on point right there, wasn't it? That was a painful half an hour. I definitely doubted my shot, but 60 yards. He went 60 yards, and waited for the guide. He came out, and it was just blood, dead bear. So 470, 2 shots, 2 bears, and within 8 minutes, 7 minutes, if that. And I'm just super pleased that we got him. That's a guide right now. Yeah. So man, there's mosquitoes everywhere. Sorry, T. My cameraman's getting ate up right now. But 2 bears in one night. I think I might have got Matt. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Oh shit.
You finally got your big one, son.
Oh man, I was sweating that.
So I'm getting ready for the fall bear trip. I'm super excited. This is my favorite time of the year. This is when the hunting season finally open and we get out there and do some predator management, because in this state, it's getting really bad.
You know, this is my second time heading over there this year. Last time I made about 6 trips over to the cabin. On this one, with the importance of it and going over there for this long trip, it doesn't get any better.
We're finally here. Pulling up to the gate. And then we're in the promised land. Oh. Wow, we made it. We're here. A little peace of mind. Hopefully there's some bears snoozing down in the draw right over here. I love getting away from work. I was lucky enough to where I was kind of in between jobs, and grateful to be able to get away because I need a break. It's been rough. Work long hours and then finally get a chance to enjoy God's country. Get my bow out and shoot before it gets too dark. Luckily my target's not buried. Shooting a little right. It's the first morning that we're here. It's 46 degrees outside this morning. It's pretty surprising for an August summer day over here. But that's gonna be a good thing for us. Oh, it's just a branch. Loading up my bag with the goodies. Getting ready for this afternoon. We did some things around the cabin this morning. We wanted to kind of wait to see how the day was going to play out, and then we were going to do an afternoon hunt anyway. I think it's almost 4 o'clock, so we got a few hours of primo hunting time. I'd rather be sweaty hunting than being at work. Go really slow. We just made it to the spot that we were trying to get to. We had to hike in so we could try and get a little bit better vantage point and get up above it. There's a big draw down below us here that I want to get a good look at. I'm trying to get in here a little bit more quietly now. We're walking down here and there's a ton of choke cherries and hawthorn trees down in here. But from the looks of it, it looks like it's all been eaten up because all these bushes are empty. Came down to this big open field and there's a lot of range cattle around here, so it's kind of a big deal that we're out here doing some predator hunting because we're kind of helping them out at the same time. I know that these ranchers have had issues with, predators such as bears and cougars and wolves, but it's only bear season right now, so we're trying to do our due diligence to help them out a little bit. Because I know they got a lot of cattle, and messing with their livelihood can be very stressful. James and Matt just showed up. They're, I don't know if they see something up there, but they had to stop. But here they come. Cavalry is here.
Oh, it's a nice bull. I seen a
couple of cool bucks.
Yeah, how's it going? Oh, I'm doing good.
No bears.
Long drive. It wasn't actually that bad. I mean, Hardfox didn't stop talking the whole time, so it went by pretty quick. We had a lot to catch up on.
You had that 6x on there too.
You guys seen the sheep? You shut your mouth.
Oh, come on.
What, 6x?
Yeah.
Doug, were you holding out on us already?
He's been holding out.
What's the deal?
We're going down to the river to go swimming. You guys ready? It's gonna be awesome.
95 degrees during the middle of the day. The bears aren't moving. They're gonna go down and cool off ourselves.
I'm not gonna do that.
You taking that one in with you?
What about you, Vern? You gonna do that?
Probably a little slower than he did. I'm probably going in, but a little slower.
My bag's too heavy, Tayshawn. Why? I don't know. Because I'm crazy.
Well, this would be our second full day in here. Decided to come back up in where I came in yesterday. Checked out a little bit different area, kind of stayed over by a creek. Got into a lot of berries, but they're all gone. So, saw lots of bear sign up in there, but it's all old, a couple weeks old. So I'm thinking we just missed it up here. So we're gonna head back down and on our way back out of here and see what we see. What a morning. We got a flat tire on the way out. And I gotta change it so we can do anything. I'm gonna have the biggest, baddest tires next year. I ain't going through this again. This is the second time I've punctured a tire doing this stuff. This is no fun. Is that it right there? That might be it, right there. Got the tire fixed. Well, you got it switched out with the spare. We're gonna go walk into the area that James and Matt have already walked into and see if we can see if there's any movement. This might actually help out because they've already gone through there and we let it quiet down a little bit. Well, didn't work out this morning. I think you can walk that creek bottom pretty much all the way to the bottom. It's a little thick.
The whole thing's gonna be bear country after hours.
And Vern smokes 16 cigarettes a day.
On a good day.
On any given time, he'll light it up.
That's it. You got it.
He'll burn the whole mountain down if he gets a chance.
I don't do that.
So please don't throw out your cigarette butts. I'm always worried about it.
So having the camaraderie with your buddies and getting to spend time with them is very special to me. It's always been a tradition to kind of do this with family too, so it's nice to be able to spend time with my dad and my uncle, and James also is my cousin, so it's a good time. I mean, I haven't seen anything yet, but the boys have done some damage and put some predators on the ground, and it's been a good time.
What is it? I don't know. It's on the river making black. See it? Jim, that's the one we just spooked out. Ah! It's actually not a bad bear. No. I seen a bear. Doug finally saw a bear on the last day as he's heading out. We're fighting against a whole societal movement where people are not as accepting of predator hunting in general, and especially Washington State is trying to ban predator hunting altogether, and it's been an uphill battle both ways this entire time, trying to keep our hunting rights in Washington State. And this is a movement that's not only happening in Washington, but kind of around the globe.
It's really unfortunate, especially with me being, like, hunting is a very big part of my life, it's part of who I am, like in my DNA. I couldn't change it if I wanted to, right? Like it's who I am, and it's unfortunate that they are so close-minded that, like, if they wanted to be something or act like something or whatever they wanted to do, I don't care, just leave me alone, let me be who I want to be, and that's just not the case. So it's an uphill battle, but I think we're going to win, but it's going to take a lot of time, it's going to take a lot of money. So
Any hunting you do is a mental grind, whether it's waterfowl or big game hunting, it doesn't matter. It can always be tough. But the thing that we're getting out of doing the bear hunting especially is because a lot of us, we like to eat deer, we like to eat elk, and predators are a threat to those game. So someone's got to manage them, and it's been getting out of hand, so we decided to knuckle down and just get after it. So that's what we do.
I didn't think I'd ever leave Washington, and if something did like that, when Jim's and Kris have been making it, I didn't realize how bad it was. I always heard it over the years from my dad that the state's getting worse and worse, old guy stuff, but I never really seen it, but that'd probably be the only thing that would make me leave this state instantly. That'd be, me and my wife have talked about changing for years, and just because of how big it's getting around where we live, but yeah, that would be it. That's how much hunting means to me.
I think one of the most critical components of wildlife management in this world is recognizing that humans have a tangible fingerprint on most wildlife populations, especially here in North America. You're talking about elk, you're talking about mule deer, mountain lions, and black bears. Unfortunately, charismatic fauna like black bears and mountain lions have just this connotation to them. You can almost call it like the Disneyfication of animals. They're cute, they're cuddly, humans see themselves in them, and as such, the idea of hunting them or the idea of managing them is something that they just can't comprehend. You can't just say we aren't going to manage black bears because it just doesn't feel right. Black bears, like mule deer, like elk, are wildlife that are impacted by human pressures on the landscape. And as such, they require even more management that includes hunting to ensure that we have a sustainable, healthy population moving into the future for our kids and our grandkids to see. The last thing we want to see is human-wildlife conflict increasing because there is no management on the population thresholds that any of these species will attain. It is critical in today's day and age that we as humans take on the stewardship of wildlife. And hunting and managing of black bears is that stewardship.